What is going on, YouTube? Crobat for the win here today, bringing you something versus dbzmariogeno. His channel's above. He loves trolling like he did today. This was an OU match, but not really, because I asked for an OU, and he brought this to try to troll me. So, yeah, that didn't exactly work out too well. And you were going to see this is the haxiest battle you will have ever seen in your life, probably. Regardless, he leads with Flygon, I lead with Politoed. Now I go for a Toxic on a switch, because I thought it was obvious he was going to switch. This Mantine, or Tyke rather, it's Mantike with Eviolite, goes for a Supersonic, and then a Splash, as I send in Magnezone. Oh, you might think this is just going to be an easy match for me to win. And it should be. Except, he gets so much hacks that it's not even funny. At least I get to go for Volt Switch on that Mantike. I'm going to go into Latios. He goes into this thing, which I don't really want to stay in on, because I thought maybe he'd have a Thunder Wave. But, no, he goes for Ice Beam and freezes my Ferrothorn. Really? Wow. He does miss a Fire Blast there, but I'm still frozen, so it doesn't really matter. Of course, though, his Fire Blast, he gets a crit on it, which is just, I knew I could take it really well in the rain, especially since that thing is base 40 special attack. But no, I'm getting trolled right now by hacks. I go for a Leech Seed just to get some health back after that. I'm going to switch out as well. I'm going to go into Tentacruel because usually that can take hits pretty well. Except I'm going to fear an Earthquake and then go into this thing. Except he goes for a Trick and he copies the Flaming Spade and goes for Trick Bicycle. I just go for a Bullet Punch to get some damage. I wasn't expecting this to be a special variant. Of course, I knew I could take the Fire Blast well. Nope! He gets a burn. Caesar's crippled. Useless for the match. Of course. That's more hacks. Oh, but that's not all. He goes for an Earth Power on the switch, gets a crit on my Politoed. Sure, why not? Give him more hacks. Why not? And then Draco obviously is going to take out Politoed. That is just sad. Beyond sad. Alright, and so his Flygon is leftovers at almost full health. I know I can go into my Choice Scarf Latios. I'm just obviously going to go for the Surf. That is the most obvious prediction that he's going to go into Heatran. He's going to switch out here, go into Kecleon, which is not going to enjoy taking a Surf that much. I mean, it takes it fairly decently, but oh well. I'm going to switch out and go into the useless Caesar's Death Fodder. Because honestly, this thing is completely useless. I'm going to try to Roost Stall this thing a little bit, maybe get some damage on it, but I don't think it's really going to happen. I'm not going to really do much to this thing. He does go for the Synchronize something. I don't even know what that move is. I've never even seen it. This is the first time I'd ever seen that move. I get a Roost off to almost full health, and he does miss a Fire Blast, which counts for something, I guess. And I get to get a Bug Bite off on this thing, just to get some damage, I suppose. And he does go for a Fire Blast, which actually doesn't do all that much. And it wouldn't have before, on Ferrothorn either. And if he didn't get the burn, that Bug Bite would have done a ton more. In fact, I would have 2-hit KO'd. But then he goes for that Synchronize thing, and I lose. I mean, I die to the burn. Of course, I'm going to go into Latios because it's the best revenge killer, and it's the only reason why I can win this game. Literally, without Latios, I'd be lost right now. This thing is holding the team together. He goes into Zoroark now, which is just lame. I go into Ferrothorn predicting the Night Days. That's good because I predicted correctly. He has Life Orb, so I can try to stall him out, maybe get a Leech Seed on him. And you know what? Hack's well deserved. He misses a Focus Blast. I set up Stealth Rocks because he has Kyurem White. He gets another Focus Blast and misses as I set up a Leech Seed. Thank goodness. I probably could even live a Focus Blast, but I'm going to switch out and go into Tentacruel. It's kind of an obvious switch. It's at full health, so I figure with Rain Dish and Leftovers, I'd be able to get back up to pretty much full health. Not only that, it's going to, well, that and Leech Seed, I guess. Not only that, though, that thing's going to lose a lot of health every turn. I'm going to switch out and go into Ferrothorn now, predicting a Night Days. I figure, why not? I can get free Leech Seed off. I mean, get more health from Leech Seed, rather. Not only that, he takes more Life Orb recoil. Why not? So from there, Ferrothorn loses his accuracy. Of course, that's a little more hacks, but I do switch out, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm going to go into Tentacruel because I know it can still take a Night Days regardless of whether it goes for Focus Blast or not. So I do get a little bit of health back. There's no reason not to. He actually predicts my switch into Ferrothorn and goes for the Fire Blast. You know what? Whatever. That's fine because I go for the Ice Beam and kill it. I went for the Ice Beam in the off chance he decided to go into Kyurem White for some reason. And he actually does go into it now. Alright then. So, I missed my first Ice Beam thanks to the Night Daze thingy. He gets a Draco off. Oh, and by the way, pay attention to the level of the Kyurem White. It's not 100, I'll just say that. And my Ice Beam just keeps missing because of that one accuracy drop. It's the lamest thing ever. I'm gonna have to switch out. I'm going into Ferrothorn, because Ferrothorn probably could take a Draco as long as it's not a crit. But honestly, anything can happen at this point. With the amount of hacks this guy's got, he's gonna switch out, go into Kecleon now, which I figure I could just get a Leech Seed off on. There's really nothing wrong with that. It's gonna just give Ferrothorn or whatever I switch into just a little bit more health. So yeah, I'm going to switch out and go into Tentacruel now, because I know it can take anything Kecleon wants to go for, including a Fire Blast. Yeah, it does about 20 damage, roughly. So yeah, Leech Seed is going to easily take this thing out now. That is awesome. Alright, Tentacruel is looking pretty good right now. He does go into Flygon, so I'm going to switch out and go into Ferrothorn. Alright, he goes for the Earth Power, which is just fine, I suppose. It doesn't do all that much. He does have the Fire Blast I'm a little bit scared of, but you know what, I'm going to let him go for it and dispatch Pharaoh. Why not? Go away. Pharaoh's dead. Alright, now I'm going to go into the Latios here, go for the Dragon Pulse, and just hope that I can KO this thing. Thankfully I do. That is awesome. Now he goes into his Kyurem Black. I could get a Dragon Pulse off on that, but I just I wasn't 100% sure about KOing. I don't know why. I just switched because I felt like it. He gets the freeze though. Thankfully I carry Scald. That's nice because the Scald is going to bring it down to a very nice amount of health. Except his Ice Beam gets a crit right there, so I can't do that. I'm going to go into Latios, and I know for sure at this low of health it'll KO. Nothing wrong with that. So that is awesome. Somehow I managed to win from the hacksiest game ever. And my question of the day here is, what is the worst hacks you've ever received in one Pokemon game? Feel free to tell a story about it in the comments. Well, you kind of just saw one of them. Probably my second hacksiest battle ever was one very, very early Black and White when this guy had a Dragonite at +1/+1, Dragon Dance. I sent in Swampert. I had the Ice Beam to KO because it broke Multiscale. But no, he gets a crit and then sweeps my team. That was just the worst thing in the world. Then it got 6-0'd because of that crit. Oh well, what can you do? So that's pretty much it from me today. That's, yeah, pretty much it. Rate, comment, subscribe, brobats, and be sure to check out the previous battles I have below. Also, be sure to subscribe if you like this video. Thanks a lot. Bye.